I'm very happy to have here Mike Harrison, who came all the way from the UK here. Thank you very much, Mike.
Hi Vicky, it's nice to be here.
Is this your first IATEFL-Hungary conference?
Yes, it's the first time I've been to Hungary as well. So, first IATEFL-Hungary and first experience of the country as well.
I know it's too soon to say, but what have you seen so far? What do you like?
I find there's just a general vibe about the conference. Everyone's really friendly who I've met so far. The organisers are really helpful, and as a speaker, that's something that's really important. I find, when you're not sure about where to go or what to do, so that's really nice. I've enjoyed the sessions I've been to both yesterday and today. Couldn't say one moment that springs to mind that stands out at the moment, but I'm having a great time.
Oh, that's fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing currently in your work?
Yes, I'm fulfilling many roles at the moment. I teach English in South East London at a further education college, teaching English to mainly migrants who've come to the UK to settle, whether that's for economic reasons to find work, or they're coming from some unlivable situation in their country. There might be war going on or persecution of some kind. That's my main role at the moment, but the rest of the time I'm also writing materials for the British Council for their ESOL Nexus project, which is designed as a means of supporting ESOL teachers in the UK. I'm also very active with teaching association work. I volunteer for IATEFL, the international IATEFL, and IATEFL in the UK, doing various things. For IATEFL, I moderate the Facebook group. That's my main responsibility.
You're doing a great job there, by the way.
And for IATEFL, I edit our newsletter, which comes out 3 times a year. So that's also quite a challenge.
Yeah, that's a lot of things, but it's great. And tomorrow you're giving a session on experimental practice. Can you tell us a few things about it?
Yeah, the title is Exploring to Learn. I definitely think as a teacher, to echo what Bethany said in her plenary yesterday, that you do find yourself on a kind of map in ELT. I've seen that metaphor used before in talks. So exploring what is around there, which could be in your immediate teaching context, but also could be drawing influences from the wider ELT world community, whether that's through people you meet face to face or you meet online, or any research or reading that you do, is a really important part of maintaining yourself as a professional, developing professionally. So that's the exploring part. It's about exploring what you do in the classroom. And it's something that I've become very interested in since I did the Delta qualification last year, actually. I finished in June 2012. And one of the parts of the Delta is that you have to pick something that is totally new for you as a teacher, which could be to do with a particular methodology that you follow in class. It could be a particular activity that you've not done before, or it could be to do with the resources that you're using. So perhaps maybe if you haven't done it before, using something like poetry in the classroom. And there's a whole module based around that where you plan a session and you reflect on how it helps the learners in that particular class, but also how you develop as a teacher from that. And you kind of gives you an opportunity to find out whether you can try different things. I think as a teacher you can get stuck in a routine. It's quite easy to get stuck in a routine, and this is a way of challenging that. I think that's something that a lot more teachers should be encouraged to do. They shouldn't wait until studying a higher level qualification to have that opportunity, because you don't need to be on that qualification. You can start doing it yourself. Yeah.
If you had to close with a wish to the teachers watching us right now, what would you tell them, or a piece of advice?
Well, I like the theme of this conference. I think it's such an important thing to think about where we've come from as teachers. Drawing on the history of teaching, all the teachers that have been before us, but also using that knowledge to forge a path forwards. So I think there are those most important things of not becoming too fixed in your routine, not getting too comfortable, being supportive of each other. Again, another point that Bethany made in her plenary yesterday.
Yeah.
The support that you can find networking with teachers face to face and online can be such a great thing. Finally, I think it would be not to get overwhelmed by whatever you're doing in teaching. I'm having a particularly challenging time in my job at the moment, but I find that just trying not to let it get you down too much, and definitely don't let those feelings impact on the people who you're working with. Try and find the positives from whatever situation you find yourself in.